guys, welcome back to my channel. So I picked up two new pairs of Air Max 1s, so I thought I'll sit down to do a quick little unboxing together for you guys. So I got these from the new JD Sports store in Sydney at Pitt Street Mall. There are two women's and two men's pairs, so I got both of the women's pair to show you guys, and I kind of wish I picked up one of the men's pair. I'll get into that a little bit later, but the first pair I have here is the Air Max 1 Fuchsia Dream, and just look at this color, guys. I feel like you already know that I was going to go for this colorway because it is in such a nice fuchsia color. It is obviously called the Fuchsia Dream, and I think back in 2018 or early 2019, Nike actually dropped a really cute pair of pink Air Max 1s, and I don't have that pair, so I'm really happy to add this to my collection. Ever since the Big Bubble release early this year, it's really made me remember how special the Air Max 1 is, because it is such an iconic sneaker in terms of sneaker history, because it was the very first sneaker with the exposed air unit, and I think there's just so much to it. And then over time, I think we're just so used to seeing a sneaker with an air unit, but I remember back in the day I was always so fascinated with that, and I feel like the air technology is still something that Nike always tries to innovate and push the boundaries with. Like for example, when the Vapor Max came out, I don't know about you guys, but I was very excited to see so much air on a pair of Nike sneakers. But anyway, we're here to talk about Air Max 1s today. Before I go on a whole tangent, let me tell you guys about these sneakers. Starting off with the upper of the sneaker, you guys can see that it is constructed with a mix of synthetic suede and mesh, and the synthetic suede sort of has a felt-like sort of texture. This goes back to the original Air Max 1s because those were also constructed with a synthetic upper, because Nike wanted it to be a durable material, because the Air Max 1s were originally designed to be a running sneaker, which is crazy to think about now because I always saw the Air Max 1 as a lifestyle sneaker. The mudguard is in this really nice fuchsia pink color, and it is paired with this nice neutral gray paneling. With the tongue of the sneaker, you can see that it has the Nike Air Max tag in that same fuchsia color. Moving to the back of the sneaker, of course you have that Nike Air embroidered, and it is in that same fuchsia color. With the midsole of the sneaker, you guys can see that it has the classic Air Max 1 midsole that we're all used to seeing. It doesn't have that enlarged air unit, so here you can see there is 3 air chambers. With the color of the air unit, it is in this neutral gray that matches the gray paneling on the sneaker. I kind of wish they made the air unit in the fuchsia pink colorway, because I think that would have been a really nice pop of color, because yeah, I'm still in this pink wave, guys, so I'm really loving this color, and I think it is such a nice way to add a pop of color to your sneaker rotation. Moving on to the outsole of the sneaker, you guys can see it has hits of black, white and fuchsia, so this is just your standard Air Max 1 outsole. Side note, I need to show you guys something. So as you can see, the right side of this sneaker is dirty, whereas the left side is clean, because I cleaned the outsole of this sneaker so that I could sit down and like show you the outsole on camera, because I didn't want to show you like a dirty pair, so that is why it's only clean on one side. But yeah, overall I absolutely love this colorway. I think it is such a perfect fuchsia pink. In the b-roll, you guys can see that I've paired it with some olive pants, just because I think olive and pink goes really well together, because it has such a nice contrast, but at the same time I feel like it really goes well together. Or maybe I just really like olive pants. I don't know, guys, but I think it is a good color combo. In terms of sizing, I find that these fit true to size, so just go for your regular sizing. I feel like these fit just like any other Air Max 1s. Keep in mind though that this is considered a women's release, so if you're trying to convert your men's sizing to women's sizing, you just have to add 1.5. So for example, if you're men's 9, you will be a women's 10.5. Comfort wise, again, this feels like your standard Air Max 1, so I think they are good for an everyday kind of sneaker. I mean, the Air Max 1s were originally designed to be running sneakers. I will not be running in these, but I'm very happy to add this to my collection. And yeah, guys, ever since the Big Bubble release, I've been incorporating Air Max 1s back into my sneaker rotation, just because it's almost like a little bit nostalgic, because I think over time I kind of forgot about how special the Air Max 1s really are. So lately, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that on my story I tend to post like my shoe photos, and I've been bringing back some Air Max 1s. So I've been wearing like my Travis Air Max 1s, which now that I think about it, because I was looking at the midsole of the sneaker, I wish that they didn't block out like that air unit, because that's the whole point of the Air Max 1. Anyway, the other pair of Air Max 1s that I picked up is this Sandrift colorway, and I just love how nice and neutral the colorway is. Actually, hold on, I've got like the dirty side. I also cleaned the outsole of the left side of the sneaker, especially to do this unboxing video. I think the color combination of this again is really nice. If you're after just a nice neutral everyday pair of sneaker, the Sandrift is probably a good colorway to go to. Again, the details are similar with the Fuchsia Dream pair. The upper of this sneaker is also constructed with synthetic suede. You get that classic mesh on the toe box. On the back of the sneaker, there is also the Nike Air embroidery, just in this Sandrift color blocking. With the midsole of this pair, I really love how they've incorporated a creamy off-white kind of color, so it's not a stark white. So for example, when you compare it next, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do this side-by-side thing. When you compare it side by side, you guys can see that the midsole on the Fuchsia Dream pair is a stark white, whereas with the Sandrift colorway, it is a nice creamy off-white color, which I think goes really well with the rest of the sneaker. I'm so happy to add these two Air Max 1s into my collection, and I think the colors just work because it is in that classic Air Max 1 color blocking. If you're after something with a pop of color, go for the Fuchsia Dream, but if you're more into neutral tones, then you definitely can't go wrong with this Sandrift colorway, and I think it pairs so well with this Nike jumper that I have on. In the B-roll, you guys can see that I'm wearing these with some brown pants. Those pants are also from Nike. I'll make sure to list everything that I mentioned in the description bar below with the shoes and outfit and everything, so you guys can check it out if you're interested. But yeah, loving Air Max 1s at the moment. Alright, let me tell you guys about these men's Air Max 1s that dropped at JD Sports. So there were two colorways. One of them was in this cobalt blue. I think that looked really cool, but the pair that I was more excited about is the Chili 2.0. So the reason why it's called Chili 2.0 is because it looks very, very similar to a pair of Air Max 1s that dropped back in 2003, and that was called the Chili Air Max 1s. And I'm sure people who are heavy into Air Max 1s or Air Max 1s collector will definitely be very excited about this 2023 pairs, just because it has that similarity. Obviously, it will be different in terms of the shape, but I think the overall color kind of gives you the same vibe as the 2003 pair. This new Chili 2.0 has lighter gray paneling compared to the 2003 pair, but I think that color combination is so nice, and I almost wish I checked if they had that in smaller sizes, whether they did that in an extended size run, because it was considered a men's release, but I typically wear a men's 6 or 6.5, so I don't know why I didn't ask whether they had my size, and I just went for the women's colorway. But yeah, super happy to add more Air Max 1s back into my sneaker rotation. I need to go through my sneaker collection to see what else I have. I've just been pulling out some old sneakers to wear. As you guys have realized, I haven't really picked up too many new sneakers recently, but I think with the way sneakers are going at the moment, a lot of people are reverting back to classic sneaker silhouettes. So I've been loving incorporating more Air Max 1s into my sneaker rotation. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite Air Max 1 of all time. I don't even know what my favorite Air Max 1 is, so I need to have a think about that, and I'll probably let you guys know in my next video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!